Okay, so here's my suggestion. We gather up the spider venom, and then we'll just cut off the ears. It'll be fine. We'll just zone of truth it for how many we've killed. But I'll go ahead and gather the goblin ears while Ado or Dolos is collecting the spider
Mandibles
venom.
as well. Mandibles.
Yeah, we'll grab the mandibles. So with Ty is badly hurt. Ty, are you going to be staying in bear form? And I'm asking you this. You could just nod. Are you going to stay in bear form, or are you willing to get out of bear form, maybe heal yourself with a spell or two to help guide Dolos?
Sorry, where am I guiding Dolos to?
You're guiding him for the spell for the spider fangs. For the poison.
Guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll just stay in bear form.
No, you can't do that if you're in bear form. You're just going to stay in bear form, though?
Well, I guess, are we going to take a break before we see if there's still
we are going
the...
to run away after we get all this stuff.
Yeah, then I'll go out of bear form. I still can go one more time.
You can heal yourself a little bit, too, because you kind of look pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad.
Like coughing up blood.
Kind of, yeah.
So spend a couple level 1 slots on Cure Wounds.
A little bit of blood, a little bit of poison.
I wouldn't mind a heal either from either of our healers. Might be a bad idea to burn a couple level 1 spell slots to boost us up.
So, Dolos.
Yes.
6 times, sleight of hand.
With guidance.
It takes a couple of minutes per to do this.
Get
With
my
guidance.
thingy.
Okay.
One fails.
Oh.
No, no,
At
wait.
19?
19?
No, I thought the 1d4 was a 1d20.
Oh.
Which either one would have failed. No, the first succeeds. Just roll them.
That
Succeeds.
succeeds.
Doesn't succeed.
Are you using the
No,
D4?
that's a normal...
Not with
you
a
have to
D4.
add-
Oh, plus 10, so
10.
19.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
19.
then
So
it
that
does
succeeds.
Succeeds.
Yep, it succeeds. Another one?
2 more.
Succeeds.
And that succeeds. 1 more.
Who else needs a
That
good one?
succeeds.
That's a really good one.
I mean, I kinda could.
I look pretty bad. I'm not quite bloodied, but I'm pretty dinged up. Doesn't it?
I am technically
cure
not
wounds for
bloodied,
you.
but I'm 1 away from being bloodied.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. A plus 5.
Yeah, sorry.
I took all the good rolls.
Okay, Dolos.
That's all of my first level spells.
So
Are we
that's
heading back?
6
Is that what
spiders.
we're doing?
We're not heading back, no. We're heading
We're
away.
gonna take a long rest.
We're heading to take a long rest. What time of the day is it, Wrath?
This was around midday.
So we'll head like 2 hours and find a really secluded spot. So how many ears did I gather?
You gathered, there are 13 goblins
That are dead?
that are dead.
And that's from both encounters?
That's for just from this. The other one was a 7.
So
So
20
that's
total.
20 goblins in total.
Goblin ears. We'll just take...
I'm gonna do a crossbow damage roll, but I'm gonna use it as cure wounds just because.
Okay.
So there's 16 more for me. I used 2 level 1s. And I'm
Okay.
almost back full.
I wouldn't mind another heal if anyone's got a spare level 1 slot.
I can do 1 more.
I have
I
a
don't
level
have-
1 slot.
You can't
Yeah,
cast
but you
Cure
don't
Wounds.
have heals.
No.
There's that much for you.
Nice, I'm not up to full.
Not.
Sheesh.
Alright,
much?
we can head back.
Seriously.
Okay,
So,
you
we'll
move. Where do you
back.
move? How do you move?
We move like 2 to 3 hours away, and we try to find a place that is safe, where we won't be surprised, but won't be necessarily seen. So you want to check for
Perception.
that?
Perception checks, yeah. Or survival more.
Yay,
Perception
it
or
means I
survival?
will roll better.
Either or. You can pick.
Doesn't matter. There's a
I did
22.
survival, but it's still not high.
Wow, I'm rolling garbage.
Yeah, where's the meat?
One more from Gumby.
Either survival or perception, you can choose.
Gumby. It'd be a +6. You want me to just roll it?
Sorry, what's going on?
Perception or survival check.
I think I'd rather do. Let me see what I'm better at.
Probably perception.
Same.
Oh, the same? Okay. You have survival as a cleric?
It's a wisdom.
Why is it only +3? Oh, you're not proficient in either of them?
It's wisdom.
Oh, I thought you'd be proficient in perception because that's like a given for D&D.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
very,
it isn't.
very important, really.
What
So
is
we got a
the
22 and a
point?
21.
That's the main
Still, when you roll an
reason that
18,
that's the main reason that the feat alert is extremely powerful.
Mm-hmm.
+5 to your passive perception. That's useful. That's extremely useful.
Jeez.
So you find a pretty good, pretty reasonably defendable spot here in the middle of the woods. As good of a spot as you'll probably find in miles. Initially you go there. You are walking towards it. As you see a little smoke come up from exactly the spot that you saw where you wanted to move to.
Okay, group stealth.
Let me bring the stealth up.
Yeah.
By a lot.
I tried.
It's still a 20. I mean,
Yeah, well, for my standards, it's low.
yeah.
I'm gonna use my last luck point. I'm gonna use my last luck point to take that 19, so I actually rolled an 18.
Plus 18, plus 14, plus...
I am not gonna doff my armor, so.
It's okay, I used luck.
6. Divided by 4, we have an average of 14.5, so 14, 15. Your group goes... You go stealth, and you move up towards the area. And when you are there, you can see a camp. It's made completely. There's a small burning fire. You can see a single bedroll with a bag standing there. The fire is burning, but no other people.
Okay, does it look like the fire has been, like, unattended?
The fire has been
For
kept.
like a while.
The fire has been kept.
Sounds like there's still fresh logging on it.
Yeah, there's still fresh logging on it.
Okay, let's go.
How fresh is the logging? Like within half an hour, an hour?
Less.
Oh wow.
So either this guy alerted to our president and went and hid, or he just left. So we're gonna stealth. Let's stealth what we can carefully is trying to look for the guy, but also
So
a little
that'll
bit
be
away.
perception. Right? Perception
Yep.
checks. Okay. Roll perception.
12.
Oh my gosh. I cannot roll. That's 3 rolls, nothing higher than a 5.
Oh yeah, that 19.
Don't worry.
No, I luck pointed that 19.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay. Tyraneus, you are keeping a very, very good eye around. The rest of them, in your eyes, are just fumbling around.
Look at
Not quite with a 12. I mean, I'm looking.
you have a real good attention, and the shock when you hear the voice, from an area that you didn't know was there, the voice you didn't know that was there, you didn't expect this whatsoever. You thought that this area was completely deserted.
He didn't
There's
even
a
see the
voice.
24.
No, it's the voice. Kind of, it doesn't shout, but it talks relatively loudly from somewhere around you. You don't even know where it is. The voice goes, 4 people hunting, stealthing through the forest to a single camp. The voice is very soothing.
Is male or female?
Female.
Okay.
Female soothing. It's very relaxed. Now what are you doing here?
One could ask the same of you.
I think, this is my camp, and you are a guest here, it is your turn first.
We're clearing out one of the spider dens that is a little ways north of here.
Ah! That little sight for sore eyes. It's ugly.
Yes, especially because the goblins have begun weaponizing the spiders.
That is quite common, though not in these parts. Perhaps they had visitors from other continents, where it is more often the case that spiders join with goblins.
And where do you get this knowledge from?
Experience, mostly. Yeah. Continuing during this conversation, you still cannot pinpoint where the voice comes from. It may actually have to do a little bit with the area you're in. It makes it echo a little bit around.
Well,
Can I try another perception?
You can.
can we all try another perception?
Everybody can try another perception.
I'm gonna look around even more.
So I say, well, my name is Dell. What is your name?
And I'm Tyraneus.
Gumby.
And I'm gone.
No, you're not. You literally say, and I'm gone.
You can hear a slight laugh. Well then, gone. My name is Ravana.
Havana. How do you spell that, Rav?
Ravana.
Ravana? Okay, that means we're more confused.
R-A-V-A-N-A. I'm a huntress of the woods. A protector of some sorts.
What do you
Although
hunt?
all sorts of different things. Right now, I am hunting a specific little creature, or at least I'm on the way to hunting it, since it doesn't live here.
And you won't say what the creature is?
Do you wish to know what the creature is?
Well, as a druid of the woods, I'm very curious.
Ah, so you would be. I am currently hunting a behir. Are you familiar with these?
I might be familiar with it. I don't know, Wrath. Am I familiar with it?
I might be. Am I?
Perhaps.
Same here, I guess.
Roll history, I guess.
Yeah. What's it called?
A Bahir.
Behir. You
It's
can
up
roll.
here?
It's not there. You can roll a history check.
I think I know what it is. I pretty
There
Can I roll
are
it too?
there are small chances that you know this creature, since it's not necessarily known. Tyraneus has no clue. Drake has no clue.
Can I roll a history check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I
Even
know?
Dolos doesn't know it. Even
no,
Gumby doesn't know
19.
it.
Oh,
You needed a crit?
dang it.
No, but you
Needed
needed higher
20.
than a 19. By the look on your faces, I can see that you are confused. Many are. Until they won't see a beast like that. And suddenly, from behind Dolos, someone
Gone.
jumps out of a tree. She pats you on the back. Well gone. Perhaps you can learn in time. She casually walks to her fire and lays down on a bedroll.
I'd like to do an insight check.
I would like to know what
Okay,
race
roll
she
insight.
is.
That's perception.
Okay.
Not a difficult perception.
I should
but you
hope
might
not.
But you might gain additional information. So that's one insight, one perception.
Oh my gosh. I-
She is a.
What are you inside?
I'm just curious so I
Nothing,
could tell
apparently.
whether she's... Yeah, but whether she was
I'll inside her too.
being
Why not?
honest or...
let's
Tyraneus,
see if I
to
can-
you,
I can't roll!
to both you and Drake, and Gumby
13.
apparently, she comes over as a very confident woman.
And,
Completely in her element.
okay, do I get, with
Drake.
my crappy 13, what do I notice?
You see that she's a wood elf. You see that she has a... she wears a green cape, and you just get a glimpse of what seems to be half plate that has a little shine to it.
Okay.
She in her hands, while she just walked past you, you could see 2 daggers, which at that moment she was putting away, and she walks towards her camp, where you can see a very, very finely crafted longbow.
Okay.
The moment she touches the longbow, it goes from a brown bow color to a white color.
By the way, what language was she speaking to us in?
She spoke to you in common.
Okay. When I see her, I assume I know some kind of common Elvish greeting or something like that. Wrath.
You can think of one if you want to right now.
Well, I'm just thinking like a very formal greeting, like a very respectful formal greeting. I don't know with Elven culture.
It depends. It depends on how you are speaking. You don't. From your point of view, the most formal form of greeting another elf is actually bowing. That's what the Domor did, and that's what you have been taught mostly. Other elven groups have their own familiarities and common things, although bowing is a pretty usual sign of respect.
Okay, I'll when I see her, I'll give her like, I don't know, not like a big bow, but kind of like a slight, like more than a nod, less than a bow type thing.
She gives you a slight nod, as in acknowledging your bow.
Because I didn't see her at all, so she must be pretty darn powerful. So,
I bow and ask if we can join her camp for the evening.
Yes, you may. Make yourself at home.
Thank you.
oh, thank you for your hospitality.
The woods are from no one. Not even myself.
Does this mean you have to tolerate anyone in your immediate presence?
Not necessarily. It does mean that you cannot claim parts of the woods as your own.
This is?
Nor should you.
By the way, Wrath.
Hmm?
Is she hot?
Yeah, roll.
She has a decent amount of clothing on. She is mostly hiding her features, so you don't necessarily know if she is pretty or not.
Well, you can ask.
Is her posture more...
She
Go ahead.
is a elf,
Mm-hmm.
and generally speaking,
Elves are prettier.
elves are considered beautiful. In most, what would be a 5 for in elven lands could be an 8 for humans.
Yeah.
Not like elf in Skyrim.
No, not like the elves in Skyrim.
They're
More like
creepy.
the
They're
elves
ugly.
in Lord of the Rings,
Okay.
or in many other fantasy. Well, few others.
So, does she give me the impression, based on how she acts, that she's more of, like, living in the woods always, or does she kind of have a more noble posture?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
I'll do that too. It's an insult.
Yay! 2 1s in a row!
Oh, I got a 1 that turned into a 4.
Apparently I'm drooling.
From the knowledge of both Drake and Gumby, well, Drake, you think that she may be highest born or lowest born. You have literally no clue
idea.
whatsoever. Mboy, you can at least detect that she feels very comfortable in her position. Tyraneus, you see the same things. You kind of see in her expressions and in her mannerisms, you kind of see the expressions and mannerisms that you as a druid have yourself.
Okay.
And more in the familiarity with nature idea.
Right. Well, I asked her where she's from.
She looks at you. She says, originally I came from an area here on Musica called the Misty Woods, the domain of the Misty Elves.
I assume I would know about that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get the map.
That's pretty. It's pretty.
She's
big.
from there.
It's pretty far away.
Oh.
So
Very
she's from
far
this
away.
general area, somewhere within within those borders.
You say originally. Does that mean you're nomadic now, or do you live somewhere else?
I'm mostly nomadic, going wherever my prey takes me.
Interesting. So, are you something like a pure bounty hunter then?
I am a hunter but not of humans, at least not usually. I'm a hunter of creatures.
Can I just do a quick insight? Let me see if I can tell whether or not she's telling the truth.
Yeah, sure.
On that.
With the 20.
She doesn't seem to be hiding anything. She seems to be very outright.
So she's an
Yes.
elven witcher.
Yeah.
There you. Well,
you kind of
not
feel
really.
a
I
hint
think
of
I think witchers kind of go after humans too.
Depends on how you play the Witcher.
That's right.
I don't know. I killed a lot of humans. I'm just saying.
Well, that's you then. Then again, I only played The Witcher 2 and I killed a lot of humans as well.
Yeah, I know.
They're
It's like
big
you
bitches,
can't
so yeah.
not kill humans in that game.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Yeah. So I guess I'll small talk her for a little bit while I'm kind of tending to my wounds. Do I get anything interesting out of her? I don't know exactly what to ask.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what to tell you then if you have no clue.
I ask her what the Behir is.
Interested, are you? A
Yes,
Behir
definitely.
is a monstrosity. It is a large 10-legged, or it has 10
It's huge
legs.
actually, but whatever.
It's a huge monstrosity, I said.
I heard large.
No. It's a huge
I
monstrosity.
heard large.
Evil. Oh, no, perhaps I said large meant huge. Evil creatures. They have a blue skin, 10 legs with 2 front paws, kind of thing, which they use as legs as well. They are natural enemies to dragons. Stealthy. Breathe lightning. All in all, pretty dangerous creatures, I'd say.
Breathe lightning. That sounds slightly draconic. And you say they're the enemies of dragons?
They are indeed the enemies of dragons. They are dragons, but stories claim that they have been made by giants, by the storm giants in their fight against the dragons.
So they suffer from an inferiority complex, apparently.
Yeah.
More of an inbred hatred.
Well, how long have you been hunting it?
This specific creature? I took up this job not too long ago.
Well, that could be like 40 years for an elf. It's older than I am.
She kind of laughs and she says to you, I tend to use the human standards for time.
And you fight this on your own, this monster?
Yes?
I guess we get no idea of kind of what level she might be as far as...
Nope, I wouldn't be able to do
Okay.
that till next level. Which actually, if I get enough XP, which probably won't be enough, I could actually try to figure out, but no.
Yeah, it's the I don't know what it's called, but it's part of her is Battle
It's
Master.
called Know Your Enemy. If
Yeah.
I spend a minute, I can know 2 things about the enemy compared to me.
Which is like something you are trying to do already.
Is it only for
right
enemies?
Now.
No,
It's
anything.
know your
Okay.
enemy, but it's for
I just want to
anyone.
make sure.
It says
Because that would be weird.
observing a creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I
But-
don't have that ability yet.
She then looks at you, at the group. I can see in your eyes that you are wondering if such a creature would be beyond you or not.
Eh,
Am I correct?
I wouldn't
Yes.
mind knowing.
For now, I'd say you keep to the spiders. It is for your own sake.
Yes, well, if these things could fight dragons, then I don't exactly have the confidence.
They don't necessarily fight big dragons, but young dragons, yes, of course. Although, perhaps you may be able to do this. It depends, really. Some are lucky, some are not.
Out of character, I'm fairly certain there'd be a party wipe.
There'd be a what?
A party wipe if we went and fought a Bahir. It'd be a party wipe,
Yeah.
like an instant party wipe
I'm not that certain.
with lightning breath. Average
I
of
am-
66
I-
damage.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Wait.
It's a line. It's
Yeah,
not like a
it-
cone, but
could
still,
be- it could be difficult. Kind of
It-
difficult,
it
yeah.
would be difficult. It's only got a +6, but it's still really annoying.
But she seems relatively confident in her own abilities from what you gather here.
I
That
asked
she
her,
might be able.
how long have you been hunting overall?
Overall? Are you asking a lady for her age?
You could have taken it up 300 years after you were born, for all I know.
No. I've been basically hunting only a few years. Humans would consider me an adult by then. My own kind didn't, of course. My hunt started near the end of the war.
I see.
Does that answer your question a little bit?
A little.
Then we'll leave it.
So if you've been hunting for 100 years, I assume that your apparent confidence is well-founded.
I have slain many creatures, sometimes alone, sometimes with allies.
Well, maybe someday you'll count us as allies.
Perhaps indeed. There is always the possibility. I've seen many rise. I've also seen many fall. But let's not speak about such things in the evening, shall we? It brings the mood down.
That's me watching Dolos.
That was
He disappeared.
I'm just keeping an eye on him.
Oh god.
Dolos, you are disappearing?
Yes, I say quietly to Del. Gone.
I'm like, where did he go?
As you say, gone, she says, don't try that again. and you are gone. You are gone. The rest of you have no clue where you are, but she is looking directly at the point where you went to.
And you hear like, damn it.
So apparently your name is not Gone, but Dolos. Interesting. Dolos, what's your last name?
It was.
Are you actually gonna answer that?
Why not?
Levitas. Huh. I did a job for your family once. Some person, or nah, some creature. They thought it was a person, it apparently wasn't. Stole something of them. doppelganger. He was annoying to track down.
Do I know what a doppelganger is?
No clue.
Oh. What's a doppelganger?
She looks at you. Doppelganger are creatures that appear humanoid. They can take on the shapes and sizes of any human they wish and become copies, as it were.
Like, beyond just the physical appearance?
Beyond just the physical appearance. And it's not an illusion either.
No.
Do you know whether or not they could do it without a full view? Like, could they, for example, copy something they haven't seen of a person?
No, they are very capable at copying. I'm not certain if they can do that. Most doppelgangers just copy and kill and take on the copy's life. Or the killed person's life.
Are they alike in personality? Or just in looks?
They take over the person. Well, you could say they take over his soul.
Creepy.
So they basically become a carbon copy. That's weird.
They are weird. They are annoying to fight.
Is there any means that you're aware of to flesh them out? Or telling signs?
There are a couple of magical things that can help you see them for what they truly are. If you don't have those, hunting them becomes difficult. You are hunting one. You turn down the street and you cannot be certain. Usually they just turn around, change into a different being. Find one in a giant city. Good luck. You change from human to elf to dwarf to halfling. All sexes, all sizes, all races.
Do they change at will?
They change at will, yes. Very quick, very good at it.
Only
We are
takes the
lucky.
action.
We are lucky that they are rare.
Okay, does anyone else have anything else to say?
Not
Ask.
really.
I think Drake, if she seems open to it, Drake will probably ask her. You don't have to give me like actual specifics, but he'd probably ask her like what she knows about dragons.
She says, I know enough about dragons to hunt them down. Kill them.
Kill
But
dragons?
Dragons are intelligent creatures. You have to watch out while hunting them, or you become the hunted instead. Young dragons, they are not that tough. Like, when they first hatched until the first 5 years of their life, they are barely any threat. It's when they
I start
change
writing
into the
something in
older
my
dragon.
I start writing something in my journal in Elvish really quickly while she's talking.
So
And-
she basically gives you the life stages that a dragon goes through. 1 to 5, it's a hatchling. Then from 5 to 100, it becomes a young dragon. This is the moment where they start to become like dangerous to most people. This is the moment they try to gain more power as they go. That's 6 to 100 years. An adult dragon is 101 to 800 years old. This is a point where dragons become are a real threat. They have a large amount of influence in the area. If they do not, they want to. After that comes the ancient dragon, which are 801 years or older. And these creatures are extremely powerful. Their presence is felt. They have enough power alone to topple kingdoms.
Okay. And then I'm gonna rip out one of my pages in my journal. And I'm gonna hand it to her. And in Elvish, it's gonna say, last seen north of Barris, one possibly adult green dragon with 2 hatchlings. I'm not gonna verbally say this, but I hand it to her in a note.
She looks at it, she reads it, she looks at you.
And I nod.
She then says, well, you have written it quite well. This is exactly what I just told you. Hands you back the piece of paper.
No, it's... No, I say that I'm confused.
I know what you said. And this is what she tells you. In a reaction.
She understands that you
Okay.
sent the message to her without us knowing.
Well, without anyone knowing. I didn't want to say it verbally. And then
And basically gives you a message back.
Okay. I got that.
Here
Okay,
is
now I
the
get it.
information.
So
Okay.
she's I see it her without her knowing, and then she nods that she got the message, and then she says something that purposely misleads, and then I'm gonna firebolt that piece of paper. It's
Well, that's a shame. You just written it down. I'm not going to repeat it. You better remember it.
okay, and I just start writing it back in my journal.
So, night starts. She says, I only have a couple of hours that I sleep. Who takes what's watch?
Is she offering to take partial watch? What is she?
She kind of asks you how your normal watch go.
Well, we usually take 2-hour shifts. Unfortunately, I do not possess. Well, none of us possess the trance-like state abilities that pure elves do.
Mm-hmm. What's your order?
Should be this. Do you have it written down? Because I don't.
I had it, but I don't think I still have it.
I think I take last. I think is what it was. I think Gumby takes first, Dolos takes seconds, Ty takes third, and I take last.
She kind of nods. Okay, then I'll know that. Then, if you don't mind, I'll go to sleep right now.
By all means.
Well, sleep.
Yeah, sleep for you.
As she sits with her back against the wall, folded, her legs folded, and she just blankly stares right in front.
Is that a normal thing for elves to do? Sleep, like, kind of sleep with their eyes open?
It is their trance-like state. They are awake, half awake, half sleeping. So with their eyes open, they can still see. That's why it's so difficult to ambush elves in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Because they actually can still see pretty damn well while also resting.
Okay, well, right before she goes to sleep, I'm gonna whisper to her, keep an eye on Mr. Gone. Things tend to go missing around him.
And there is no real reaction. Everybody goes to sleep, bar Dolos. First watch. Anything you want to do? Because I want you at least to roll a perception check.
Alright. No, I think I'm not gonna steal from her, seeing that she's very insightful
Perceptive.
or perceptive.
And insightful.
Both.
Especially because I blatantly said you're a thief. Yep, that's your
And
good
she's not
perception.
afraid of
That's my
dragons.
perception.
Yeah, she's not afraid of dragons either. That's pretty telling.
Next!
If she's not afraid, yeah, I'm afraid of her then.
Tyraneus.
I think it's Gumby, actually. Wasn't it?
Gumby then. Gumby, roll. Gumby.
He's muted.
Okay.
Okay, I'll roll.
I'll roll for Gumby
He
then.
is a +3. So
Okay.
10.
Whatever. And then, so nothing happens. As Gumby wakes Tyraneus up for his break, you can see Ravana already awake, actively paying attention. Tyraneus, do you want to ask Ravana anything?
No, I smile, but leave her to her space.
Ty smiles? Did hell just freeze
What?
over?
Oh, well, she
Like
is
this
a
really
wood elf,
awkward smile.
Yeah, it's not a drow, so nothing's wrong.
and she's a wood elf.
I don't know.
So there you go.
Ty doesn't give me like I'm a smiling ever kind of guy.
Well,
But-
to what else he is.
Okay.
Ty, just for the random information, she has her cap, she has her cloak that she held on until the entire conversation. She now has it off. She is a straight 9 out of 10 for elves. On elven standards.
Okay.
Green eyes, olive green skin, brown hair tied in tied on her back, braided in a single braid. She is pretty. She's tall. She's 5'7".
How many foot 7?
5'7".
Okay.
She sits very calmly, looking at the fire, but also keeping watch over the rest. Nothing seems to happen during your rest.
You're not even perception it?
She has. She's awake fully.
Okay.
If something happens, she sees it. Believe me, she sees it. So you wake Tyraneus. Oh, you wake Drake up.
Actually,
Yeah?
What season? We're in September, right?
Yeah,
At this point, let me.
it's September.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
So there still would be possibly some plants that might have flowers on, right?
Yes.
So I use my sorry, one sec. My cantrip druidcraft to take a closed blossom and or a flower and have it blossom, and I give it to her, and then give her space, and then wake up I guess Del.
Okay. You. She gets the flower. You don't really bother to look at her reaction as you wake up Del.
No, I just it's a friendly gesture,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
So you wake up Del, go to bed.